Hey everybody, my name is 2039. Welcome back to another UnOrdinary. Cue the intro. So last week we had John get his, his secret exposed, and I gotta close my door. I want somebody to make a compilation of that. I seriously want somebody to put a YouTube compilation of me saying I have to go close my door or some shit, Like, I feel like that needs to happen. But, last time John got his secret revealed, events unfolded which caused John to use his ability again on another student and brutalize him, and leaving him, bleeding out out in the middle of the hallway. And it would be kind of interesting to see a map of the school. But what's more interesting is I think I need to move my camera a little bit. Cut that out. But what I found interesting was there were some pictures on the Webtoon page last night, because this is recorded the Thursday after. What's interesting is Webtoons did a thing where they released, or they kind of had like these little data things on each of the students, or at least a lot of the significant characters, and they were Ember reports. And I don't even know if they're canon, but I feel like generally they would be. Like, let's read one of them out. Or let's read some of them out. John is just a watch target. Date of birth. Exhibits no sign of powers. And, okay, so with Arlo, interestingly enough, it's acquire powers. So it's not like take his powers away or anything like that. It's like try and convince him to join Ember, I think. And then with Remy, it's terminate target. And with Sarah, it's watch target. I don't know, I find those kind of interesting. And like I said, I don't know, I wonder like how canonical can those be. But also, what happened last chapter was Serafina decided to call Claire, which surprisingly enough, I mean, it was bound to happen, but at the same time, a lot of people weren't expecting it this soon. And I guess this also is going to let me experiment with the phone call filter that I've attempted in the past. Try and make it nice and not irritable. But without further ado, I say we just jump into the chapter. As far as I know, it's only a dialogue chapter. There's no fight. So without further ado, let's just go. Also, apparently, at least for iPhones right now, I don't think downloads on Webtoon are working. Because I downloaded this chapter, and the panels all seem to be invisible. And stuff I downloaded weeks ago before this started happening, they're all invisible as well, so I can't really do anything. And that's kind of pissing me off. I don't know, it's rather odd. Claire's stuff. Yeah, somebody brought this up in my comment section. Apparently I didn't know about this, but all the other jokers did. That's an actual Instagram account that you can see a bunch of pictures that the author has put up, and they're all of Claire. And there's even some that she didn't even include in the chapter a few weeks back when Eisen was looking at her Instagram. I don't know, I found that kind of interesting.
Hello?
Hi, am I speaking to Claire?
Yes?
Hi Claire, my name is Serafina. I'm calling because I'd like to ask you a few questions about...
Sorry. But I'm not interested in taking any surveys right now.
Click. Ugh. She hung up on me? ... You really want those answers, huh? Excuse me, but I'm not a telemarketer.
Oh?
I'm calling because I need your help. You had an old classmate named John, right? Oh, wow. You know, she does look kind of nice in that shirt. And don't just call me a simp for saying that she looks nice in that shirt. I'm sick of people doing that. Oh, you look nice today. Simp! Fucking hate that.
Look, I have no idea who you are, and I don't know how you got my contact info, but I don't want anything to do with John anymore.
Last I heard, he went to some snobby prep school, Wellston. Snobby?
You can go ask the kids over there for help.
I am a student of Wellston. John is my classmate. Oh, well, damn, that's awkward. I guess that actually will help too, because the dialogue options that are saying like, oh yeah, this is from her perspective. I think you're the only one that can help anyway. So please hear me out. John and I had an argument a few days ago, and he called me Claire, and that's how I found out about you. Oh, that's why you called, huh?
Are you his girlfriend or something?
I mean, the internet wanted her to be. What? Oh, I see now. Don't worry, he's all yours, sis. Crazy obsessive girlfriend. I haven't spoken to him with him in years, and I don't plan to ever again. So, no, you misunderstand. Let me explain. Something in John's past has been haunting him, and he's gotten extremely aggressive because of it. Whatever it is, I know it's got something to do with you and his experience at New Boston. Aggressive? So he's causing trouble over there now?
Yes. But isn't your school full of high tiers?
Aren't you all supposed to be super strong? Not a single one of you can stop him? No. This girl, she's very blunt. Listen, I like when a person's blunt. They just get straight to the point. Well, that sucks. You'd think after getting expelled and taken in by the authorities, he'd have learned his lesson.
John was taken in by the authorities?
Ah, I guess you wouldn't know about something like that.
What happened?
Well, long story short, I rallied a bunch of classmates against him. He beat us all half to death, and the authorities had to step in to stop him. You were the one behind that? I didn't want to fight with him. I only did it because I had no other choice. And why's that?
He was hurting people left and right, and nothing anyone said was getting through to him. I needed to knock some sense into him.
You've thrown the school into panic? Yep, all the flashbacks and stuff. It's just as I thought. He's acting the same as he was in New Boston. He's repeating everything. Sorry, If I had just kept my visions to myself, then he wouldn't have turned out like this. See, yeah, it's like the self-fulfilling prophecy scenario. Or like time travel. They're kind of the same, they kind of follow the same principle, where the more you try to prevent a future of something from happening in the future that you know is going to happen, the more you attempt to prevent it, the more likely it is to come to fruition. It's like you trying to prevent your own father's death. but in attempting to get to the place where you heard that he died, you're speeding, and then you turn out to be the one to kill him because you were the one who accidentally ran him over. It's stuff like that. And even then, if you can prevent it, if you actually can, and you fail, then you can't do that. Then you can't just go back and try again. I don't know. It's all because just oof. Even now, what I regret most is helping John discover his ability. Discover his ability? What do you mean? Serafina, how much time have you to talk?
Plenty. I'm free all day.
Oh, video chat now. This is much better. My elbow is starting to get sore. So that's what you look like. Cute outfit, by the way. Thanks.
Anyway, where was I?
You helped John discover his ability? How did you two meet each other? And how did it all lead up to now? Well, John and I met in our first year of middle school. Aw, flashbacks. Oh, and she was a low tier. Did we ever see her stat chart? I can't remember for the life of me. Check out how weak he is. Can you believe it? He's in middle school and he still doesn't have an ability. Stupid John. Cripple John. And no way in hell am I gonna try and do a little kid voice, okay? No. That is just not happening. He's getting picked on too. What a loser. Can't even fight back. Loser. And if some of you comment about like how low my voice is all of a sudden, I've tried to just get some vocal exercises in to stop myself sounding like really high pitched when I record. Because sometimes that just happens, and I don't know why. Come on, let's get out of here. Huh? Aw, look how young he is. Wish we could turn back time to the good old days. Are you okay? Here. Let me help you. And this was the memory that, gave John PTSD when, Remy was trying to help her, or help him up. Reach. Thanks, no problem. How unlucky. Looks like we both got beat up in the first week. At least things can only go up from here. I guess. By the way, my name's Claire. Nice to meet you. Oh, hi. I'm John. John Doe. And that's the end of the chapter. That was shorter than I was expecting it to be. Even though oh wow, actually never mind. It just felt shorter. Okay, so, let me wrap my head around that. So, at least Claire actually kind of admits that it is her fault. Like, because she saw how honest of a person John was. She saw how good of a person he could be. But I wonder why specifically she regrets it. Because it may not be because of what he did. It could be because, or just simply because of sharing her visions. It could be what she tried to do in order to prevent them, or because what she tried to do in order to make them come true. Because she may have tried to push him harder than he may have wanted, or even then. But that's also another thing, cause so Kion, there was the theory that Julia threw out that John didn't actually do all that stuff. That Kion, cause that that's a fair point. Keon, messed with John's mind. He made him see those events. But how do we know if those events actually took place? For all we know, in fact, the authorities came in and beat up all those students, and then Keon made everybody think that it was John. Like, he essentially manipulated their memory in order to make it look like he did that. For all he knows, for all anybody actually knows, John could have actually been a high tier for his whole life, and Keon manipulated the memories of everybody around him just to make him think that he didn't deserve his powers. And that theory somewhat attempts to connect Keon to, Ember. But even then, like, if that was the case, then Ember would have also been going after him as well, you would think. I don't know, there's some plot holes in that theory, or at least that idea that Julio threw out. I feel like a lot of people can come up with more support for it. But even then, like, But if that isn't the case, then Claire is at least admitting that is what happened. But at least we're finally seeing, like, the full John backstory now. Because that is something that people have been asking about, like, why is he that much of a dick? Because some of the events that took place, it didn't necessarily summarize or didn't quite point out why or how bad these events turned him into that or stuff like that. But now with this emotional depth, we can probably see, like, how bad his PTSD can be. I don't know, I have too many thoughts on this. But I do like Claire's new design. I will say that. I do like her new design. It looks nice. But other than that, I don't think I really have anything else to say about this. It was a nice, well-paced dialogue chapter, to say the least. So, I gotta edit this and put it up. Also, if you guys, again, didn't know, the sub goal, if we don't reach 3,000 by tomorrow, I shave my head. But it turns out my parents hid all the razors in our house so that I couldn't shave my head. And they're kind of like, we'll basically take your car away if you do that. And it's like, well, I don't want a full head of hair that's hard to manage, but I also would like to be able to go somewhere, you know? Because this is getting a little too much. It took me 30 minutes just to get this combed down. It was pretty bad. It's getting pretty bad. It's like 4 inches. Yeah, it's like 4 inches on top right now. It's pretty bad. But yeah, I guess I need to get a new sub goal. Because I like my truck. I don't want to lose that. I'm not vain, but apparently my parents are. So, live long and prosper, always volunteer as tribute, and peace out. Hope you all have a really good day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.